Hi, Pachamaya here, medicine artist. I thought I would share a little bit about my process today because I don't think it's necessarily what traditional artists go through, although I think there are many of us creatives that do, and I just thought it might be interesting. So, I have a current project that I'm working on where I'm creating a divination deck or a tarot deck, a medicine deck, an oracle deck, whatever you want to call it. And I'm coming up with different archetypes or different, yeah, we'll call them archetypes that speak to me, inspire me, and also those that I work with when I'm doing healing work. So I'm not just an artist, but I also work with people to change their stories, meaning anything that's not serving them or they're feeling challenged by, helping them realize they're the narrative, they're the narrator of their story, and they can change the plot at any time. So, anyway, these art cards, I wanted to show you a few just to give you an idea of what they're looking like right now. This is just the first iteration of this, and what the first three archetypes are that I have, and then how I go about making them. So this first one is called Pachamama, or Mother Earth. And here's just one version. She's made of ink, two different kinds of ink, and a brush on just a white paper from France. Here's another version of her. And every single one is a one-off. They're all unique. While they all have a similar flavor, there's not one that's the same. The second is Mitochondria, a goddess of awakening and transformation. And here she is. She's very primordial. If you don't know what mitochondria is, I recommend you look it up. The literal cellular structure inside of our body. And here's another one. And here's the third one. The third one is another one that exists, like Pachamama. This is Our Lady Guadalupe, and she has been an inspiration to me for many, many reasons. And there's one, and then here's the other. So I don't just think of something and then create it. These particular archetypes, I've gone on personal shamanic journeys or vision quests, or I've been in doing healing on someone and then they appear as a helper or a guide. So all three of these have appeared to me in my journeys and visions. And then I draw what I feel, not just what I see, but what I feel and experience in these visions. And this past year, Pachamama and Mitochondria came to me, and then Guadalupe I've been working with for several years. Pachamama I've been working with for years and years as a multitude of energies. She's not just one thing, she's very cosmic. But she came in a physical form in a healing session that I had this last year, and I was able to draw her. And so I wanted to share that, but I had the opportunity to collaborate with another California-based creative who makes inks, among other things. Mother Naked is her name, is her business name. And she sent me these magical inks. You can tell they're well-used jars already. Mugwort and black walnut. And not only is this process about this visioning I'm doing and then putting this onto paper and into form, but these inks were collected and created by this woman who is a shaman in her own right. She's an earth keeper, an earth healer, and the way these particular inks worked with her, I said they were like initiations into the power and medicine of these inks. And power and medicine means they actually have healing properties, like an herbalist or someone like that would be able to tell you what they do, but they also have energetic properties. And then whatever the process was that she went through, where that tree grows, or bush or whatever it comes from, the land it's on, the origins of that land, who lived there, what's in that soil that that tree is, or bush or shrub is taking up. All of that goes into the process of making these and the energy behind these. And when she sent these to me, they practically vibrated out of my hands. I could just feel how alive they were with energy. And so all of those properties, plus my own, are going into the making of these beautiful cards that perhaps people will receive. And then they will add their own magic to it. And these are meant, in my mind, to be written on or burned, buried, going back to the earth. And as a medicine artist, I believe by infusing all of our intentions from the artist all the way through to the person who then has it, it can send out a really powerful message that's subtle. It goes out into the ethers. And ether is potential. It's full of the possibility. And so that's why I call my art medicine art, because it's not just art that can transform you by looking at it or touching it or experiencing it. It's a process that you're a part of. And so that's a little bit about the process. I could show you the paper here that they start with. It's just blank paper, and then I sketch and lay out. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. There's a close-up of Pachamama there in pencil. And I just, again, draw what I'm feeling. I sort of look at the ones I've done before, and then I draw, and then I begin to ink with just a few brushes, just tiny ones, littles, a jar of water, and my inks, and I go to town and have fun. So thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day.